Hello and welcome back. Today we're doing an aspect of Millennium Run with the daggers, the Lemon Oro Sister Blades. This is kind of reminiscent of Hades 1 with the backstab damage consideration. I have another Fate Swim run. I've been really enjoying them, honestly, and there's nothing like super specific I want on this weapon. So I'm just going with a classic setup for um a classic setup for Fate's Swim. I'm gonna go Excellence over Boatman. Boatman is like the optimal play. Excellence is the fun play, so we're doing that.
The cards know.
And obviously Jeweled Palm. I'm going with Strength because I want even more percentage damage, right? Deal 20% more damage. So technically we're doing 120%, which means we basically have a boon on, like, imagine having a 100% Afro boon from the start. That's basically what these daggers are. And so what you want to do to like, oh, sorry, I was running High Fear. I finally beat Fear 52. Tell me in the comments if you want me to like try and do High Fear runs on camera. I'll be honest, I have tried. I just kind of suck on camera when I try to do High Fear. But yeah, if you guys are really interested in it, I might try it out more. But for now, I'm just gonna keep it as is. Let's do like a cool 24 Fear. I feel like that's, you know what? Let's chill, Troy. Let's maybe 22 Fear. Let's do cool
For the
22 Fear.
daughters of night.
I'll run Crit Chance because why not?
Let's go.
For more damage. I think we're going Surface
To
this
higher
time
ground.
because I think we did Underworld last time. I might be wrong. Who cares, right? The boon we got from Hades is Unseen Ire, which is really good. That's even more percentage damage. So we currently have 170% damage if we take a hit. In terms of what to take here, I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest. I basically never take hard target, but it's epic 50%. It's nice for Eris. It's pretty nice for the Typhon fight. Actually, there's a lot of projectiles in that fight, so might as well, right? Here, you obviously want to position yourself to always be behind. Now, I would go Afro, but I feel like Chaos is a fun way to make a run different. So now Chaos is very risky with Jeweled Palm because you can't roll. So you can get stuck with like something super garbage. This is pretty good though. I'll take that because if we can get like a Zeus cast or a
What else is
Smoldering,
here?
we're cooking. Okay, I see Zeus. Zeus is gonna be good on our attack and our cast. I don't mind Zeus. I think first though I want to take the hammer, and then I want to take Zeus. Yeah, you can backstab the zombie spawn huts. I don't know why, but you can. Um, but yeah, the Limit Oros isn't like my favorite weapon, but it does feel like pretty smooth. It just the damage isn't great, right? Like in terms of
Darkness.
okay, I lost some HP there, but I'm saying in terms of movement, in general, it is pretty fun, but I just don't feel like it does the most. I think Final Slice is one of the best hammers, full stop, like in the game on any weapon ever. It turns this weapon into such a good weapon, especially on aspect of Morrigan. Plus, even more percentage damage is great since 100. So we're just stacking a lot of percentage damage right now. If we can get an attack which gives power. So if we can get Afro's Secret Crush, or if we can get Hestia in the pool and start stacking, Slow Cooker, or even if we get wounds on the attack, if we get Ares, because wounds give power, we have so much percentage damage that like that one wounds hit is gonna do a lot of damage. Uh, or Blitz even. I'm not sure if Blitz is affected by percentage damage. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think it. I think it's only affected by global percent, not weapon percent. Pretty sure. I think we go Zeus now. Blitz is really good with Final Slice though, so like I don't mind it anyway. Because obviously the more damage you do, the quicker you afflict Blitz, and the more often Blitz goes off. So regardless, it's a big benefit. So if we get Blitz on the attack, or if we get Storm Ring, I'm happy. Why am I happy if we get Storm Ring? Because we have the Chaos Boon that gives us 67% cast damage, and Storm Ring is probably the best damage cast of the game. So yeah, we're cooking. Like, this build, I can already see a really nice direction that it's going in. Okay, we got none of what we wanted per se. Um, Am I willing to settle for Blitz Special? I think I am. I think so. I think Blitz Special is still good, especially with
Done here.
the number of pawns it has, especially if we can get Trick Knives Hammer at some point. Trick Knives is like insanely good, so we can get Blinding Rush here, which I do like, but first I think I'm gonna try and get Zeus Cast. Zeus Cast is very good, obviously,
Cutthroats.
and I do want it. If I didn't have the Chaos Boon, which gave me, you know, bonus damage on my casts, I probably would have gone for Arctic Ring, just because Arctic Ring is like my favorite cast in the game. However, like, it feels like a waste not going for... Okay, I'll go Double Strike. It's unfortunate we still haven't rolled the Zeus cast, but it feels like a waste going for a non-damaging cast when you have plus 67% cast damage, you know? Alright. Yeah, look at that Blitz. I actually don't know which is best. I think I'll just upgrade the Blitz.
Excellent.
Let's get that gold. Okay. We can go Demeter here. We can also go Apollo or Hephaestus. I think I go Apollo, max HP, Demeter. Now, the reason I want Apollo and Demeter is because, you see, they both can give you, if I'm not wrong, they both can give you wind, and so a build that ends in Storm Ring plus, you know, Arctic Gale with air quality is always a fun build. I think it just always outputs ridiculous damage. Although I did do a build recently, I think with Aspect of Circe, which capitalized on that. And I don't want to, you know, repeat strategies too often on this on the channel. So I will try and like deviate and make, you know, other fun decisions so that our builds are meaningfully different. But sometimes what's good is good, you know. All right, we'll take Lightning Sprint. It's my favorite sprint in the game for good reason. And obviously, what's really nice about it is it makes you faster, which is fun, and Daze. Daze is super good, and we have Origination now. Now, I'm going to take the max HP, not because I'm particularly scared of dying, but because Artemis can only spawn in Ephira in rooms that have max HP or max mana offered, and I hoped for a chance to encounter Artemis since, you know, critting is really nice. Unfortunately, we didn't encounter Artemis, but it's not like max HP is a bad thing. You know, we'll take it. There we go, super nice. Do you open? No, you didn't. Okay. Last room. Didn't get many side rooms in this Ephira. Okay, Demeter. I'm hoping for Demeter. I know I'm not using the Omegas much, but that's just because I don't really like the Omegas on this weapon, except for Aspect of Morrigan's Omegas. Or the Omega attack on Artemis, obviously, is very important. But like on base Mel, I just feel like the standard toolkit, like the attack and special, is just much more effective, personally. Especially since, like, the special makes perfect use of the backstab since it comes back. So you're guaranteed backstab damage with the special. Normally I take the attack, but I feel like... Am I being greedy by wanting even more from the attack? Like, for wanting specifically Ares? Some would say. Now, you know what else is greedy? Taking steady growth. So let's do that, because, you know, greed is fun, okay? It might not be correct, but it's fun. Okay, it's really nice looking at an end screen and seeing a bunch of, like, really high-palmed, really high rarity boons. Okay, it's just a fun time. And if you're not going to take steady growth this early, when are you going to take steady growth, right?
Finally.
Now, I'll be clear, the correct decision there was probably just taking the attack. I just find this fun. You know what? Let's take Hef. Hef on the attack is pretty cool. Let's take Hef. Yeah, 6 seconds. That's honestly really solid. 5 seconds now. That's incredible. You know, like, might as well. Let's just take it, right? You know what's really funny is we can get Backburner from Apollo and do even more damage with Backstab, which is super funny. Um, let's do this. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, got tagged there. Fortunate. Okay, he was doing his listen there, so I didn't attack him because when he's listening, if you attack, you obviously take a bunch of damage from the rock he throws. There we go. Very nice. Boom. I am cooking, bro. What is this? This is like how I play off camera. Maybe it's because I'm not talking. I think I went a bit silent there, but yeah, damageless Polyphemus.
Nap time.
Um, I didn't even lose my lover's barriers there. That's very solid Polyphemus fight. You'll have to see it. Wait, did I forget to turn on Huntress? No, I'm playing. What's it called? I'm playing Fate's Win. Huntress is definitely on. Speaking of Huntress, I should spend mana in the beginning of the room so I can have Huntress active, because I've just been missing out on 50% damage. So yeah, good thing to notice. We're broke, so I'm gonna take Timepiece. I'll save Calling Card for the Olympus. Yeah, we are broke, so I'll take Timepiece. If I had enough money to afford at least one boon, I probably would have taken Calling Card.
This way.
But, you know. We already have our attack, we have our special, we have like the super important stuff. Obviously, like, if we run into Stormring, making it heroic would have been cool, but I feel like the money is more worth it at this point in the run. You know, let's do this. Okay, beautiful. Bones. Okay. I'm gonna be real, I really hate any enemy where there's just, like, they're small and they run around the screen. Like, they annoy me. I feel like I much rather the, like, big annoying enemies. Oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't choose Artificer or Purge. So I had two chances to make that useful, and I wasted both of them. That was so bad. That was so unbelievably garbage. Alright, it's fine, it's fine. That's it? Okay. I think we'll make this into money. I feel like I have enough max HP. And to make up for the fact I didn't purge the bones. So, there we go. At least I got something out of that room, right? Let's do this. As you can see, the backstab damage is really good. Obviously with the... Oh yes, I should use mana for Huntress. There we go. Wow, I just about avoided that. The big versions of these guys are really, like, scary because of how large the rooms are. Or sorry, how small the rooms are. Oh, man, I really like Arctic Ring, but it's just not good enough here. I think I will take Weed Killer, though. Even more stuff. Oh, and it got immediately verified. You'll have to see it. Obviously, I'll take max HP over max mana. It's just better. Not having a gain is actually really good here because it means that I don't recover mana. So I always have Huntress on as long as I waste some mana in the beginning of the room, which means that it's just a permanent plus 50% to my damage, which is super nice. This weapon probably has, along with the axe, the best synergy with Huntress, because the attacks and specials are just so much better than the rest of the weapon, or than the Omegas, so that you basically are only incentivized to use them. What's it called? Hard target at 50% is making it known there. If you're wondering why those projectiles are so slow, it's because of the Hermes boon we picked up at the beginning. Right? Hard target. There. Minus 50% projectile speed. I'm gonna be honest, I could take Anvil Ring here at level 4. It does do a lot with the plus 67% cast damage. But I am making a bit of a reputation of being greedy. And I feel like the greedy play is to wait for Storm Ring. I feel like Storm Ring is just much better here. So I'm gonna wait for Storm Ring. I think priming magic is not a problem for us, so I'll take Trusty Shield. I feel like that's just good, because, you know, It basically is at least a one-hit negation, most of the time two in rooms. Um, and that's really good, like very solid. It's like having Gale on every room. It's very strong. And I get a free darkness off of it, which is super good. Obviously, I do 70% more damage when I'm dark. I'll actually just make this into money. I just artificed that and then purged it, which is for more money. Because had I just purged it, I would have gotten 200. Purging the artifice gave me 300. So 100 gold there. I'm taking Demeter just because she's easier to avoid. I'm definitely taking Arctic Gale. All right, Zeus, I need your cast here. Please be kind.
I mean no
Okay.
disrespect.
Oh, what's really funny, by the way, is Gale, if you didn't know, decreases projectile speed, I think, by like 50 or 40%. And obviously I have hard target on, so basically projectiles going through my cast are going to do, like, are going to move at like a snail space. It's like, it's gonna be hilarious. Yeah, I'm not sure if, yeah, look at Gust, 60% slower. So they're 60% slower and 50% slower, which is like super funny. Storm Ring! Unfortunately, it's only common, but it is level 4 and 67% more damage thanks to the Chaos cast, Chaos cast boon. Right, this one. This one, yeah, with double strike, so that cast should be really good. Let's get more Zeus. I have a lot of gold, obviously. We're gonna get air quality and hopefully have it online soon.
Electric.
I'll grab the max HP because why not? And yeah, now as soon as we get that last win, we are like uber cooking. Right, because Arctic Gale is doing a lot of damage. My, what's it called? Everything is doing a lot of damage. My Storm Ring is doing a lot of damage. My attack is doing a lot of, everything's just doing a lot of damage. Like this build is, it's really like, I think as much as the daggers are, I think one of the weaker base weapons, once they like, they're very easy to play with. I feel like they unlike the axe, which like if you're not super good at the game, you can end up, you know, mistiming your attack and taking up a bajillion because you're standing there. The daggers are super easy to play with because they're very beginner friendly. Like there's not very many end frames, you know, like if you miss an attack, you can easily still have the mobility to move around. So that's what makes them, I think, a very, very good weapon. Tropical Cyclone, I mean, why not? You know, like we might as well. I'll take the Palm Slice in case it gets to the attack. It didn't. That's fine. Sorry, my throat's getting a bit scratchy and I have no water near me, so I'm just gonna have to try and make it to the end of this video without, you know, sounding super hoarse. Okay, that was a really bad cast placement, unfortunately, but it's okay. Yeah, the secret to the Ares fight is to get behind her usually and to try and avoid that, which I didn't. But yeah, avoid those, break the balls with your ranged attacks or damage casts. Like if you leave the damage, if I had the cast down there, it would have broken the ball before it hit the ground, which is nice. I was too focused on breaking the lava ball there, and it ended up cooking me, unfortunately. Okay, that's fine. As you can see, our damage is very, very good. It's very strong, which is super nice. Unfortunately, I got hit there again. Oh, I missed that. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little too focused on the balls. But that is, like, I know I keep saying I'm too focused on the balls and continue to be super focused on the balls, but they are, in my opinion, the #1 priority in this fight. If you can, like, consistently get rid of the balls, you're basically winning this fight 99% of the time. You saw me use the cast there to get rid of them, and I think that was a very effective use of it. Overall, a good Ares fight. I obviously lost all 3 lovers barriers and my trusty shield. But overall, I think I am getting better at that fight. If you want to get like better at this fight and the Polyphemus fight, Boated put up a video like 2 days ago, I think, on how to beat them, and it really helped me, so it might help you too. Alright, I'll take Calling Card here. I'll be honest, Experimental Hammer might be better, just in case we get Trick Knives, but Calling Card's more fun, more greedy, as they say. And yeah, I'll just take that and we move. Now, I always forget that this room can have enemies, and I usually go barging in and taking ridiculously stupid damage for no reason. This time I remembered that there's enemies here, and I didn't get hit. More chaos, why not? Now, I will say, right, for those of us searching for the correct play, what's the correct play? Burn this, purge it. 550 gold is incredible amount of money. However, it's not the fun way of playing the game. The reason it's much more effective to burn this is we don't have rolls, so we can get stuck with something really bad here. We didn't, which is nice. I'm gonna take this. Earning no money is fine, and then we get even more cast damage. Cause like, why not, right? Like, more cast damage. Yeah, Chaos just really wants our cast to pop off today. Hopefully Steady Growth verifies our cast at some point. I mean, it doesn't really matter because currently it's doing 40. Once we activate air quality, it will obviously do 50 minimum. So I need it to verify and to palm it, which I don't think is gonna happen. So it's probably not gonna go over the 50 mark at base. But with all of the percentage increases, it's probably going to go a good amount, I think. Let's just do this. Obviously, the reason I Omega attacked there is to get into Huntress. We're cooking. I'm going to... Oh, that's unfortunate. I make no money here. Yeah, I make no money at all here. Out of these, I don't want a game because I want to keep Huntress active. Local climate does nothing. I might as well take Plentiful Forage. Obviously, I make no money in this room, so this room is high-key pointless, but it is what it is. Hammer Apollo. Backburner would be really nice from Apollo. So would, like, the one that allows me to land my attacks twice. And there's a duo with Hephaestus. But I really want the hammer. I think I'm gonna take the hammer. Just because it's the last zone, so I'm not, like, guaranteed to get one anymore. And Trick Knives would go crazy, because it would help me apply Blitz way more often, which is super nice. We go Dark here. Obviously, Dark helps us deal with more damage. Okay. Unfortunately, we did not get the... We didn't get Trick Knives, however... I think I'm gonna take Melting Sickle. Now, Reaper Knives is really good, like really good, but I like the ability to just shred armor, and my special is more of a blitz application weapon right now than like if I had an Apollo or a I don't know, Aphrodite boon, or even a Hera or Demeter boon, which had percentage damage, I would take Reaper Knives. But since I don't have percentage damage, power isn't going to do much for me on the special. So I think just being able to destroy armor is a really nice effect that I can make use of there. Definitely success rate. Yes, that means our double strike is now 32%, which is super nice. Yeah, I'll take that for sure. Let's take more Blitz. I would actually really like Static Shock, because with what's it called? The thing. My brain is lagging. The reason I like Static Shock is because with air quality, it's guaranteed to always do 50, which is a massive damage up. So look at the damage. Look at it, damage. Very nice. We're tearing through the game right now. I think this is one of the easiest runs of Hades I've ever ran. Like, have you guys seen me take much damage this run? I don't think so. There's no point in rarefying this because it's going to automatically set it to 50 damage thanks to success rate. Sorry, not success rate. Thanks to air quality. So rarefying this is just going to prime me more magic thanks to Vow of Hubris. Okay, I actually need to take magic now. You might ask why. By the way, the reason I didn't go into the money room is because I still have the Chaos Boon active, which doesn't allow me to earn money. But yeah, the reason I need to get some magic is because I currently can't activate Huntress, which is locking me out of 50% damage. So I want to get some magic just so that I can, you know, use Huntress like the one-timer rule. Because obviously 50% free damage is nothing to scoff at. So okay, we'll take it. I would have just purged that if it gave me money, but it doesn't. So, uh, we're not going to be using any of these. Might as well take Dark Side in case I really need the iframes. Okay, I'll take mana here just because, as I said, we want to activate Huntress. We're missing out on 50% damage right now. We want that 50% damage, so we'll just get the max mana. It should be enough for me to, Omega attack at least once. Um, and that's all we really need. There we go. Okay. Uh, guys, I'm like serious. I don't know.
My boon from
Is it
chaos
just me
came
or
in
has
handy.
this like run been like really
Turns
easy?
offering
I
this
feel like I
leaf.
haven't been challenged much this run. Let's do face this. I probably should have run higher fear, but like, I don't know. I feel like 22 fear is a good amount. Maybe I should run more in the future, or maybe I underestimated this weapon. Like, remember, guys, I'm doing currently. I'm doing all of the like. I want to do a run, minimum one run, with each aspect on the channel. So obviously, I'm at like video 20 now. So this is one of the last 5 aspects I'm doing. So it's not one of my favorite aspects, but like it's cooking. So maybe I, underestimated it. I actually think I might want to take tough game just because like when I do get hit, might as well negate it. Nah. Yeah, this has more damage. Damage is damage. Let's take damage. The more armor we have, the more damage we do. I don't like. Obviously, I'm gonna lose a chunk of the armor
Me
at
on
some
my
point,
authority.
but damage is damage. We take it. Extra dose is what I'm gonna take here. Thanks to, by the way, the reason it has such a high percent, like plus 30% double strike, is because of my heroic success rate. So that is
Hollow's
super
light.
good. I'm gonna save my money for the final shop, and we go. All right, for me, the hardest, like, it's either this or Rivals Chronos for the hardest fight in the game. I personally think Rivals Typhon is easier than this fight. It is such a pain, like unbelievably difficult to beat this fight, in my opinion. Now, I will say, if you want an easier time beating this fight, running Knuckle Bones into this is pretty good because it removes 15% of both of their HPs in the beginning, and it's especially good if you have Hera because Hitch increases that damage even more. So yeah, if you're struggling with this fight, maybe a Hitch run with Knuckle Bones can help you get through it. I phased Prometheus so fast there, he stopped that attack. 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Alright. Okay. There. And there. I'm doing far better than I expected on this fight. Obviously, I've taken some damage, but like, you'd have to be like far too good at the game to not take damage on this fight. Uh, yeah. Okay, I got sloppy there. I just face tanked for no reason. I'll be honest. That was really bad. I lost all my armor because I'm impatient. All right, I just wanted to win. Uh, that was really bad because now on the win stream it'll be like taking 200 or 140 damage to Prometheus and Heracles, when realistically I should have maybe taken like 20 max that fight. I just got impatient at the end. Um, I'm not a very patient person in general. That's usually why I run with max timer. Uh, I actually decreased the timer because I was afraid this
Eagle's feather.
weapon wouldn't be that good. I was wrong. This weapon is clearly much better than I expected. Uh, let's run. Okay, so again, safe option, Knuckle Bones, because it's the final zone. Um, we're playing against rivals Typhon. He's really tough. If I still had the armor, I actually would have gone White Antler. But I don't have the armor. And I'm not that good at the game. um, we could go for an extra hammer. Like, that's not a bad idea. Because, like, I'm gonna be honest, the correct decision is just to go Knuckle Bones, but I wanna, like, have a bit more fun, so let's do the hammer. What's the hammer? Sulking Onslaught. What's that one? Oh wow. Oh, okay. So combined with our weapon, that means we're doing 250% backstab damage. That's pretty fun. All right, we got a pretty fun result there. Always take armor in the shop. I know I missed some gold there. I'm sorry. But yeah, I personally think that you should just always take armor. It's a free hit, might as well. And it's usually very cheap. But yeah, we have 250% damage when striking from behind right now, which is pretty fine. If we can get the Apollo Bone, what's it called? Backburner, get even more damage hitting from behind. The ultimate backstabber, right? I mean, it's really funny because Cast is probably doing the majority of the damage of this build at this point. Because Chronos niced us with 2 super big cast wounds. But the weapon's still doing well, I think. You know? Like, it's still cooking. Oh, I forgot to... Yeah, forgot to activate Huntress there. I wonder how much the face this costs, so I feel like Blitz is probably doing more, but can't never be sure, right? That was pretty simple. That fight mainly just relies on you knowing the patterns. Like, I used to struggle against that fight a lot until I just got used to the general vibe of the fight, like the tempo. Again, I actively don't want gain because I want to activate Huntress, so I'm just taking local climate, not because it's good here, obviously I'm not using the Omega cast, but just because it, you know, it's not a gain. I don't want gain.
What?
Okay. Where's that last one? Okay. Beautiful. Storm Ring verified. Let's go. Steady growth, but go. I mean, I don't think it matters. I'm pretty sure I'm still in air quality range, but it's fun. Let me see. Yeah, we're still. Oh my god. Okay, that was so dumb. All right, I got the armor back though. That was so stupid. Should I go boon or palms? I'm gonna go palms in case I can get them on my attack. You know, get the heft boon down. I don't really think if that was Apollo, I would have gone for it to get the back burner boon. But like, I don't really think there's anything that Demeter can give me, which is too crazy. Actually, there is the Demeter F duo that would have been pretty good. So maybe that was a bit of a fumble. Yeah, that Cryo Powder would have been pretty solid. So maybe that was a bit of a fumble. Let's do that. Damn, that must have been the... Bro, this aspect is... Okay, maybe it's not the aspect, maybe it's just the build in general. But in general, yeah, this aspect is way better than I gave it credit. Maybe I'm just a daggers hater. Maybe maybe I should just put more respect on the daggers, right? Because in general, it's feeling a lot better. It would be funny to go super fast, but extra dose is just better.
Almost to the top.
There's no real reason to be any faster than I already am at the moment. Okay. I can afford both the boons. Let's do that. That's the fun option. Sure. Okay, so here's the issue with Shocking Loss. I'm pretty sure taking Shocking Loss would put me over the mana limit to activating Huntress. But its success rate, and also the fact that like the ads aren't that important in time. You know what, bro? I'm gonna be real. We're trying to have fun here. Okay, never mind. I'm still in range. Okay, we are trying to have fun here. So I'll pick the most fun option. This should be very interesting. Shocking Loss at 40% thanks to heroic success rate. This is like a very lucky run. I'll be honest. I'm running into like so much of the best stuff in the game. Man, I love Fate Swim. Fate Swim is the goat. I'm not gonna lie, I played that like horribly. You should hide in the bottom right corner there. But I'm impatient, as I've been saying. Alright, we've already phased him, which is super nice. Right. Look at that. Look at that damage. Isn't that oh, okay, that was horrible. Isn't that damage just gorgeous? Isn't it just beautiful? The special can still backstab him. I don't think your attacks can, but the special can. We're already at this stage, man. We're doing so much damage. It's disgusting. Let's do this. I'm dark now, which is super nice. Look at the damage, bro. Okay. I am on strength, so this can kill me. Oh. two of these. Don't you just love shocking loss? Oh, that hit me? Wow. I can't believe that caught me. It's insane. Okay, I'm taking some damage here, which is unfortunate. No one ever say that Rivals Type 1 is easy, right? It is still a tough fight. Have I been too cocky? Am I really about to lose after all the shit I talked? About how easy this run has been. Never mind, I did win stuff, okay? Well, I didn't win yet. Actually, I shouldn't have said that because this part of the fight can get messy. It's not like I have dead defiances, so I need to lock in because if I get like instant karma, that is gonna look bad. I'm probably gonna have to re-record the video, which isn't fun, you know. Because I feel like I know some like my friend in the comments said that like I should show losses because losses prove that I'm human or whatever. But like I'm gonna be real. I don't think losses are anywhere near as entertaining. Also, I make guide-like content. It'd be really weird to post like a guide that lost, right? Was that a perfect Type 1 baby phase? I think that was. Obviously, no frenzies on, so it was very slow, but no, I tell you what made that phase perfect, by the way. It was our 50% hard target, okay? 50% hard target made those projectiles move in slow motion, which allowed me to go perfect there. So shout out hard target. This was one of the most easy, straightforward, basic runs of Hades I've ever done. And that is thanks to Fate Swim, right? The jeweled palm.
Olympus is secure.
But also Kronos just gifting me with like cast damage. And I'm not sure if you notice on the right side there, casts is our leading damage. Because Chaos decided, hey bro, here's free cast damage. I'm actually not sure what to showcase on the thumbnail today, like whether to go the direction of, we got super lucky, uh, or go like, the craziest Zeus run of all time. I don't know. I'll figure that out. Thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like on the video and subscribe, and see you next time.